I think I'm with you.
Is Sion less exciting than Gnar?
No, Gnar's... Aatrox could have been just as bad.
True.
Okay,
I feel like there's a lot. Renekton could have been just as bad.
Yep. Well, Renekton is here.
But I mean, they fit into the same category, don't they? All right, a little bit muted here at LoL Park. We will wake up because there is action already. Raptor is just trying to get some bleed damage onto Canyon, and that's actually going to do a lot of work.
Kellen!
Closing the distance. The Sandstorm is coming, Gen.G! And Chovy is dead. First blood to Nefiri.
I can't do the music, but you all know what we're thinking. Defending this team and saying, guys, yeah, okay.
Okay, here's a little bit of, never mind. Hook is going to connect onto the door.
Wait, the
dog's coming down though, as Duro is in trouble. He spins, he launches, and there is a flash out from one of them, and the other one's dead and flashes as well.
Ruler, you gotta flash immediately. Why are we waiting?
It's this early, isn't it a post 10-minute thing only? Isn't that what we learned in our previous series?
No, that's for boring. Well, okay, I can't say that. T1 and Nongshim are many things, but neither of them are boring.
Yeah, that was not a boring series.
No, that was amazing. But BNK are clearly punishing the Tigers for maybe being a little bit sleepy. As they are, this buff is gone.
Yeah.
And guess what? They're gonna have set up on Prio for grubs because
that is not being ventilated anymore. However, if you were to just like put on a snorkel and be realistic.
Wait, but how does this...
Don't think of the analogy. Just let's be realistic for a second. Gonna net you, and that is absolutely fantastic. One thing that sometimes... Oh, okay. And there's a bit of an engage onto Duro, who is just dead. That is Feats of Warfare as well. Chains of Corruption connect. A flash forward from Diablo, and he picks up the double! I don't want to do it again because it probably hurt your ears, but I am thinking Darude so hard in my head right now. Of cyclones and twisters and tornadoes and stuff when I was a kid. And then I spoke to my dad and he was like, Max, you're in Australia. There are none.
They don't exist, right?
Yeah, no, not ever. And I was like, wait, really? Because I thought that I was going to walk out my front door and just be pulled off to Wizard of Oz.
Very vivid imagery. I get why you would be afraid of that.
Yeah, it really got to me because I watched it when I was very, very young.
I was about to ask, and you would say like, oh, I was like 18.
Kellen looking for a bit of an angle. Another Chains of Corruption going to connect. The interruption there as Diablo just thrown under the turret and destroyed. Oh, biting off a little more than they could chew, you could say. As Raptor going to be able to take the second dragon, but Kellen is very dead. And the rest of BNK going to have to get out of there. Less clean than the rest of the plays so far this game.
It's basically even again, Atlas.
Yep. It's also Earth, Wind, and Fire Drakes, which is fantastic. There's been a lot of music references, as there's the Emperor's Divide used onto Clear, who's just going to take that as an invitation. That's a phenomenal interruption from Canyon, though, as Raptor takes down Chovy, and Clear is still alive. They're going to look for even more here as the Jax clears out the wave, and Raptor says, get out of here, I'm super fed.
I want to believe so badly, Atlas. I can't let myself get caught. We need to hold off.
Oh, wait. Can I add to the cope just a little bit? Because it's a Cloud Soul.
Because we can't prove that he's not, because you can't prove a negative.
Exactly.
Nice.
All right, well, Gen.G going to start off this dragon. You got a teleport coming in from Vikla. He's got the wall ready to try and split this one apart, and Clear is on a pretty nice flank angle with the minion wave exactly where he wants it. Raptor's already dove in, and remember, this guy is so scary. There's the wall. It's going to knock his own jungler out, and then the Emperor's Divide going to come on through. But over the wall he goes. That's a brilliant flick as Clear gets in there. Duro trying to help out, and they do take down this Nautilus, as Canyon going to be the next one on the menu, but Raptor is taken down, and that's the money going over to the Sejuani. No one has a jungler left, but it's BNK to take the objective. That was a mess.
Because I do think that it would be truly and deeply funny if Gen.G like drop a 2-0 to BNK after they did the same to Bro, after they beat all 4 of the other top tier teams in the LCK.
Yep, that would definitely be a thing. We've got Vikla taking down a top lane out of turret.
BNK, if they can get on top of this MF, can completely neutralize him. Kane's going to try and look for the steal.
Yeah, Ruler grabs the red buff, and he's in the pit, but he's going to have to get himself out of there. Yeah, nice little pull. And the Rift Herald is going to be collected. There is an Otacon on the other side of the map, and maybe BNK are just going to look for that one as well.
No. BNK,
press Counter-Strike again. And it's better when you have a turret. Clear able to empower that minion to death, and Keen just demolishing this turret and will be able to take it down. Wasn't the Jax winning before?
Yeah. Keen's going to have his item none, which is a big deal. That's the item spike that they have together with Canyon actually going for Thornmail here.
Really huge. No rocks actually available to be put down to get him over there.
Bleed. BNK. Banana Burst control has to be seeded.
Yeah, Clear still on that flank angle though, as Raptor getting out of here once again. They're playing some smoke and mirrors, or some sanded mirrors, you could say. As diving onto Keen is Raptor, but does need to be a little bit careful. Boomerang going to be dodged, but the Mega Gnar is going to come in as, oh, thought he'd overcommit. But Keen does not. And now Mega Gnar up and available. The hook comes in, but Kellen is going to be dead to start this fight off. Still Clear, getting into that backline, and he has the Counter-Strike. They get out of the way. The Empress Divide onto 3, and Gen.G, of course, just decimate the team fight. As Raptor over the wall, he's the only one to survive. They deny the soul, and Gen.G get right back into the driver's seat. The Ruinous Artican's going to go down, and the cope is that they've only got one Cloud Drake.
You know, he's been going at it for a while now.
Yep.
It's okay. BNK, because this is the real threat. Is that they're not that far behind.
Emperor's Divide going to boop them away. Raptor is out of this, but Clear now, not needing to deal with an Emperor's Divide.
Flowers.
Yeah, it is an
this close.
Obscenely large number. As, oh no, Ruler baiting them in, or at least attempting to, as Vikla! I don't know about that one, as Clear is teleported forward. Vikla's still alive as the Doggo gets into the backline. Another 3-man knockup, but Chovy has no support, and Raptor has taken down the Misfortune already. Over the wall once again as Keen is on the rocks. Diablo trying to kill Chovy, but he will not be able to do it. And finally, Chovy goes golden to deny the Doggo getting in. Still he's gonna go down, and now it's Raptor getting the resets. Clear going in. Duro's gonna die as well, and is it the ace? Is it happening? Unbelievers be damned! The Leap Strike gets the final kill, and now maybe it's just Baron.
Set Storm! They're doing it! They're doing the thing!
Oh my god.
So much damage. Raptor and Clear are still doing, right? They're keeping away so much of the threat, even though Diablo ends up going down. Everyone needs you to win this. Even Gen.G fans at this point will admit they need to be punished. They need to be punished for their hubris.
All right, Raptor trying to get some daggers forward. Another hook to start this one off as Vikla once again finding the angle. They've taken down Ruler. Another Empress Divide onto 3, but it matters not. There is no DPS remaining, and without Canyon, you are not stopping the soul. And the Sandstorm continues to rage.
The soul secured.
I mean, this game is in the bag.
They're gonna do it.
Oh my god. This was not on my bingo card. I knew something weird was gonna happen today, but I guessed the wrong series as the seismic shove going wide, but it does not matter. The base is broken. And with the Baron still on this squad for another minute and a half, 4,000, by the way, is the Rebel Baron power. Never mind, it's 5,000. We'll pull, and then the rest were in a chasm, as now Raptor going to interrupt me momentarily. Chovy taking a bit of damage. There's another turret going to fall down. Vikla comes on over with the wall, but this is going to spell the end of another inhibitor. And we are moving further and further towards insurmountable territory for BNK FEARX. Raptor looking for more. Keen on a flank angle. Hook once again comes in, but Kellen eats the Glacial Prison as well, and Diablo is free hitting. Look at these autos rip through Ruler and the rest of his teammates. Clear goes golden. Canyon is limping away from the fight, and now Nexus turrets are next on the menu, but maybe they go too far forward as Keen looking for the angles, not able to get the wallop onto Raptor, who has all of that extra money.
Range of the turret.
Yeah.
But yeah,
didn't quite have enough minions there. That's okay. Keen is going to be able to grab some bounty gold as he takes down the outer turret here towards the bottom side, and Canyon is sort of helping out. Diablo has decided to fully commit, by the way. We are going for Azonias.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't mind it. You do have
so
some
much
AP scaling with your Blighted Quiver as well.
No, when Chovy goes in for the play.
Oh, speaking of Chovy, he's going to find Vikla here, and he wastes no time throwing out the ulti. Meanwhile, the rest of the fight is ensuing, and Ruler is dead. there is nothing he can do about it. As there's the flash forward from Kellen, finding the double knock-up is clear, getting a couple of stuns himself, and down goes the Azir. That is game, ladies and gentlemen, as BNK FEARX will be able to take down Gen.G here, and if they can make their way over to the base and taxi in some of these minions.
There's no way. There's no way, Gen.G. They can't defend, even without the Baron buff available. It doesn't matter. Super's in the base. Keen and Canyon staring down. BNK are gonna do it!
First, they managed to take down D+ in one of the games. Second, it is Gen.G falling to the sandstorm as Keen is desperately trying to save it, but he's going to be ripped to shreds. Diablo dealing with these Nexus turrets as well as Canyon. Nothing to do except look on from the fountain.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.